What is the most ideal way to get out there and meet new people? Is it going to the bars? Joining a club? Playing a sport? Would you be shocked to discover it's actually none of the above, and not what you thought either? The real winner, of course, is to spend 12 hours on one of your 2 days off for the week being filmed non-stop until you say the most unhinged garbage you weren't even sure you were capable of saying.
I'm a pre-med student, so I really know my way around a naked body.
Oh, and it's all going on cable TV in 2005. Did I mention this? This only applies to 2005 through 2008. I, of course, learned all this by watching MTV's hit dating show Next. Now, I did cover this show some time ago, and by some time ago, I mean a long time ago. That is not the same man that I am today. Next aired on MTV from 2005 to 2008 and would feature a handful of singles, one by one trying to swoon over our main contestant by doing various games, challenges, and silly gags. But what's unique about Next is the fact that the main contestant can at any time next the person in front of them, thus cycling in someone else from that bus for whatever reason. Maybe they're not performing well in one of the said challenges, maybe they aren't attracted to them, maybe they just do something that gives them the ick, or the showrunners just told them to. The show is as fake as it gets. So with all of that out of the way, let's take a look at an episode from season 6 of Next, because that is all that is available, both on Paramount Plus and Amazon Prime Video.
I'm Jeff, I'm 22, and I'm looking for a superwoman.
What's different about this episode than most of these shows that I've covered is it's actually a guy picking a group of girls. Usually I always pick the ones where it's a big flock of dumb guys, because those are some of the easiest people to make fun of on the planet. But I learned watching this episode that, no, it's the same both ways. This group of women is just the same as a group of guys on Next or Room Raiders. There is no difference.
I want a real heroine. You know, the kind of girl that can jump tall guys in a single bound.
Can we please take a moment to appreciate this guy's dumb shirt? I know that glass house here, but I've never seen a shirt in the style of one of those like little boy Kohl's graphic t-shirts, like the "my sister ate my homework," but like with a dick joke. That is a very slim area in a very, very weird Venn diagram.
If a girl doesn't like to hunt down adventure, I'm sending her boring ass back to the bus with the next. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's time to meet my superwoman.
I need to see this guy go up against the guy from Room Raiders that had the obsession with Superman, because if I had a nickel for every time there was a guy on one of these MTV shows obsessed with a superhero, I'd have 2 nickels, which is not a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. So now that we've met our main himbo, don't remember his name, let's just call him Derek. It's time to meet the rest of the contestants on the bus and see what interesting shit they have to say.
I'm Alexa, I'm 21, and if this guy's hot, I'll get a little horny for him.
Yeah, you see what I mean? Like, you could just replace whatever they're saying and then have some guy with a polo, really big cargo shorts, and a loop belt say the exact same thing.
I'm Liz, I'm 18, and I'm gonna win this because this beauty queen knows how to find the U.S. on a map.
Well, not exactly a GeoGuessr champion, but I'll take it.
I'm Amy, I'm 21, and I want to be a backup dancer because I know how to back this up.
I'm Foon, I'm 22, and I want to be a plastic surgeon so I can hook myself up with some big old cleavage.
Is there not a better way to achieve this goal? Like, write your 2 options down. Breast enhancement surgery, plastic surgery school. One of them is a little more expensive than the other, and I don't think you need to look it up to find out which one.
I'm Kendall, I'm 21, and I'm gonna win because I used to be a nerd, but now I'm a first-class hottie.
Cool, off to a good start. So far, everybody on this show is the most boring and or obnoxious person I've ever seen, and that's saying a lot because I watched Mr. Personality.
The girls each think they've got appeal. Jeff wants to meet a woman of steel. Find out who'll seal the deal on the next bus.
Also, something I'm just now remembering after not watching the show for 2 years is the Diet Dr. Seuss-ass narrator is... They don't need to do this. We know what the show is. You don't gotta take the extra step, but I respect it though.
All right, so what physical asset is gonna make him pick you?
Of course, the girl with the giant boobs is the one that's like, hey, what do you guys, what would be your best asset that you have physically that would attract a guy in 2005? It's like that person during Christmas that wants to do gift opening one by one just because they got a few people really cool gifts. Yeah, we should take our time with the gifts, one by one, just to, in case someone gets a really cool thing that I bought them and I want everyone to look at me.
Well, I like my legs and my butt too.
Liz, what do you got?
All right, Liz, what do you have? Oh, me. Gee, I don't know. I guess these things. If I had to say something, I'd say them.
Alexa's the first superhero in flight.
I fucking love this guy. Like, he's a classic himbo. Like, the way he just, like, rocks his fist at the bus. Hey, I think that's the bus.
Ladies, I'm first, and it's time to turn this brother out.
Of course, not without getting an in-depth personal profile on who they are as people and what they're into.
6 feet of sexy.
Okay, that actually wasn't, like, that funnier. They used to be way worse in the earlier seasons of the show. This is just, like, kind of normal. Like, I can eat my weight in sushi. Like, that's just a quirky thing. It's not weird. I just love this guy's fucking face. Like, you can tell he just can sit in his living room all day and just, like, stare. Not even TV's off. He's just kind of looking.
Hey, what's up? I'm Jeff. How are you?
Good, I'm Alexa.
Alexa, good to meet you.
Nice
Check
to
it
meet
out.
you.
Damn, he cut her the fuck off. He didn't even let her finish. He's just like, nope, we got to schedule. I got to see every one of you.
Okay.
I need you to put on this superhuman costume
right.
and rescue my Aunt Lucy from the burning building. Can you do that?
Of course I can.
Let's do it.
Thanks.
I think Aunt Lucy died 7 days ago. She does not look well.
Nothing super about that. Next!
You just missed out on some super boobs.
Huh? She looks fine. She looks as good as you'd imagine someone who just put on a dumb superhero costume to look. It's probably the height thing. I think she was the tall one. He probably doesn't like that.
Even in this suit, I can't rescue him from his face.
I want a superhero, not Captain Camel Toe.
I stand corrected. I didn't expect that one.
Liz, you're up next.
Well, I guess it's a good thing I brought the super twins.
If you needed any more hints that this show is fake, 1, I'm sorry, and 2, the fact that they just pick out random people with no order, like, it's just so pre-planned. But I bet that girl who, like, doesn't like her tiny boobs is pissed that girl went before, because she's like, knowing what I know about this guy, fuck.
Well, I guess it's a good thing I brought the super twins.
Jarvis, put a Liz boob reference count on screen, please.
Pew, pew.
I don't know, maybe 10 years from now, after her back is just falling apart, she might want a different reduction. Fucking love this guy, just his reactions to everything kill me.
Hey, how are you? I'm Jeff.
Hi, I'm Liz.
Hey, Liz, nice to meet you. Listen, the last girl couldn't cut it. I need you to put on this superhuman costume and save my Aunt Lucy from that burning building over there. Can you do it?
Of course.
Change into that real quick in the phone booth. Go, go, go.
Last girl couldn't cut it. Pussy too fat. Hope yours isn't. Now put on that costume. We gotta go save my dead aunt.
You look great, but come on, quick. We gotta save Aunt Lucy before the house burns down.
But not without checking out what riveting conversation is happening on the bus right now.
So does anyone have any, like, weird physical attributes? Because I think I might have the world's largest tongue.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus Christ, her tongue looks like the mouth cutout of a Batman mask.
It's just about 3 inches. The boys must like that.
Who the hell brought the tape measure on the bu- It's next. It's fake. Someone brought it from home.
Get Aunt Lucy. Go get her.
I got her.
You have to hurry. She's gonna die. Hurry up. Let's go. Come on.
I got it.
Be careful. Oh my God, bring it through, lay her down.
I saved your Aunt Lucy. See, I saved her.
You almost broke her neck on the door when you brought her out. A real superhero wouldn't be that careless. Next!
Okay, not gonna lie, I gotta give Daryl some props here. I 100% thought he was gonna fall for her having giant boobs or doing the splits. You know, she's like, oh, he's gonna eat this up, and he didn't. Devin said, no, you slammed my aunt's head into the wall. Next.
Oh, poop. Screw the house. I'm the one that was smoking.
Now, I know I've probably made this point in my last video on this show, but the money you get for all of this is abysmal. I hope they get paid for just being there. And you know, because it's like a TV show and everything, it's not cash. They're getting mailed a check.
I'll take this guy flying.
Now, while most people see frightened by the perfection of her own beauty and think she's full of herself, don't be so quick to judge. This might be a crippling mental situation and she cannot function in a modern society, nor go near any mirror. Yeah, it's gonna be a double check that joke later when I'm editing. They are not all winners. I don't fucking give a shit.
Hi there.
So far, he does not look impressed. This is the angriest I have seen him look this entire episode. I do not envy what is coming for her.
Hey, I'm Jeff. What's your name?
I'm Amy.
Amy, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I'm still looking for my Superwoman. Change into this costume and come out quick.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We're 3 people in. Can we get on to a different bit, please?
Hey, Superwoman. To save the planet from imploding, you have to get in the hyperspace vortex and bring back more liquid Nexterium. Can you do it?
Yes.
Let's go. Come on. Start.
Okay, at least they're doing a different activity now. I thought we were gonna just go into the same ant shit again.
Go, quick, quick.
Will Amy handle the vortex of hyperspace?
You know she's gotta be pissed when she sees this and realizes the others did not have to do this. What the fuck? Why is this here? What the hell is this? Did they have to do that? Probably not. The $18 I'm getting for this show does not cover what is about to happen to me in the 2 hours I had to sit on the bus.
Are you in tight?
Yep, I am.
You ready to go?
Let's do it.
Save the world?
I'm ready.
Please tell me there was someone with a license or certification that previously secured her into this apparatus, and it wasn't Dylan. I do not trust him with this. I trust some 16-year-old at Six Flags more than him.
There we go!
Spin, 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 spin. Come on, you gotta save it.
The world is ours!
Okay, I'm pretty sure he just set this up in hopes of a wardrobe malfunction. He's like, this thing's gotta come off at some point, right?
Woo, Superwoman, you did great. Good job.
Whoa, look at you. And that shirt. Man, how did that thing stay on? I don't know, but I'm glad it did. Oh my god, did you throw up? Jesus Christ, you're covered in puke. I know. Can I take my $31, please?
Come on, grab your Nexterium. It's over here. It's over here, right here. Come on. Grab it. Walk in a straight line. Don't spill any. You have to save the planet. Come on. Put it on the Nexterium pedestal.
He is talking so fast with, like, no emotion. It reminds me... Deep cut, but it reminds me of that Vine, of that old Stranger Danger PSA where he's like,
Go with me, hurry, your mom's been hurt. She's been in an accident. Let's go to the hospital.
I bet after all that hard work, you're hungry, huh?
I sure
Let's
am.
get some grub. Let's go over here. Here, have a seat here. I'll give you some lunch. After saving the planet, you must be hungry. I've got a delicious spinach salad prepared for you.
Now after a little bit of quirky fun of them on their... Fucking, is that just a bowl of spinach? Their spinach date. We check back in with the other gals in the bus and... Can't wait to see what they're talking about.
Did you girls ever notice how all superheroes used to be big nerds in high school?
Oh,
Yeah, but I used to be the biggest nerd.
Oh, you got nothing on me.
Would have been so funny if that just completely backfired on her. So were any of you guys like the biggest nerd in high school? No, not really. Oh, were you a nerd? No, I was just saying because I was just trying to start conversation. You know, I just say dumb shit sometimes. Wait, no, I heard you talking to the cameras earlier. You are a nerd. You're a disgusting fucking nerd. No, I swear I wasn't a nerd. Yeah, and I bet you have a permanent retainer behind your front bottom teeth. Quick, Alexis, grab her head.
Sparkly. I want to hear your nerdy laugh. Tune into your inner nerd.
How could he ever say no to this?
I have no joke or point to make about that. I just wanted to make sure you all heard it too.
You've been on this date for 46 minutes. You can take the $46 in cash, or you can go on a second date with me. What do you want to do? Oh my God.
Like this?
There you go, like that.
Well, Jeff, you did put the fate of the world on my shoulders on the first date, but no amount of money is worth giving up those gorgeous eyes of yours. I will love to go on a second date with you.
Awesome.
Okay, I get what they're going for here, but usually when people say no amount of money, they're often not talking about $46.
Hey, Jeff and Amy, you're super stupid.
As awful as it was to hear that not once, but twice now, I'm glad to see that they're all getting along in the bus. That's the best part about these shows, is the camaraderie between the people that are, like, competing. Especially on Next, though. On that bus, there's a bond you cannot quite find anywhere else that is created on that bus. Okay, either daylight savings time happened while shooting this episode, or it's a 3-hour hike back to the bus. I thought they were in Eye's view of it. Well, guys, a happily ever after for Dennis and the girl who could have had $46. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching Next with me. I had a good time. Hope you did too. Thank you to those for watching and sticking around to the end. Also, thank you to all who submitted suggestions in my community post a few weeks ago. I made a long list, lots of videos this year. With all that being said, thank you guys again for watching. I will see you next time. Goodbye.